my channel. I'm Lori. Welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. Sorry I haven't been doing videos lately, but I've been sick, but I'm feeling better, so we're going to start this. I filmed this earlier, but I forgot to add a couple of things. I accidentally, yeah, sorry. I accidentally, put a second book instead of the first book. Stuff like that, so I had to redo it. Sorry I look like this, but what can you do when you have to redo a video that you weren't planning on redoing? So this is gonna be like, one of these is gonna be a series that I want to reread because there'll be a new one in this world next year. There's some that are read-along, some that's like a book and they have like a prequel coming out or something like that. Some are going to be the end of a series, so I want to read the other two. One to get caught up on, to remember what happened, and then the second one to be caught up for the third one, and stuff like that. So, some of these are going to be read-alongs, long read-alongs, and stuff like that. One of the books I don't have yet. Yeah. So let's start with The Eye of the World, which is going to be, sorry if it's loud, Vince is playing a video game. But, this, reading with a whole bunch of people. I have to find the main person that started this. And I'll put the video down below when I find it. But this one is going to be, like, I won't be done with this series for 2.5 years. So, you guys are going to be hearing a lot about The Wheel of Time, the different books throughout the next the next 2.5 years. So, started in January. It starts this month, but, second month, but we finished it in January. So, I'm really excited. I'm liking it so far. I did start it I would be, I can try to get some of it read before I read the next one. The reason why it's going to take 2.5 years is because we're reading one book every 2 months. So this one will go December and January. The next one will be February to March, and then so on. So, yeah. I'm on 150 right now. So, okay. So, I forget when the prequel to this comes out, but I'm going to be reading The Priority of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Oh, that one's by Robert Jordan. The Eye of the World series. Excuse me. Yes. The prequel to this is coming out. The first time I read this, it was when I first really started reading like fantasy, and I think this was the wrong book to get into. I've read other fantasy, but it wasn't, the real complicated, like epic, stuff like that type of one. So I think it was the wrong time, so hopefully I will love it a lot more this time. And the prequel comes out, I don't remember if it comes out in January or March, somewhere around in that area. So I want to read this for, yeah. My friend Clint is doing the Crave read-along, leading up to the newest one and the last one in the series that comes out the end of May. So we're rereading them all, and some people that haven't read them wants to read them. So we'll be reading one book a month. The last one, Cherish, I think it's called, comes out, like I said, the end of May. So we'll be reading that one in June. So, yeah. So if you guys have always wanted to read Crave, read along, and you guys haven't yet, or if you want to reread it before anticipation for the last one, then you'll know that this is going on. My friend Clint from Readers, I think, something like that. If I remember, I'll tag him down below. He's doing this. I'll tag him with the video. start talking about this. By Tracy Wolf, of course. I'm currently actually reading the newest one, Charm. And then in, I can't remember if it's September, October, somewhere around that time frame, November maybe, I don't know. There's going to be a spin-off series in this world, so yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry it's loud. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Hellbent, the second book. I don't know if it's just a duology or what, but that comes out, I think, the beginning. Either the beginning, I think it's the beginning of, not positive, but I think it might be the beginning of, January, sorry. And this is, like I said, oh, I didn't think I told you, by Leigh Bardugo. Did I tell you that? I can't remember. But yeah, so I want to read this one and then read Hellbent. I'm at least committed to the first 3 books, because I have the first 3 books. The Zodiac Academy by Carol Peckham and Susan Valentine? Something like that. All I know about this is it's a magical school. I mean, there's a magical school, like the, I'll just say HP series. I'm not going to say the author's name, but it's supposed to be a grown-up version of that. And I know it has bullying. And these 2 girls find out that they're the heir or something to something. But they have to, like, compete with these guys that are bullies, I guess. And each of them are going to fall in love with one of the bullies, I guess. I think somebody said that the first couple of books they're bullies, but after that, it's not a bully anymore, I think. But I could be totally wrong. But I'm excited to read this. I heard that the first 2 are kind of blah, blah, blah. But after that, you should love it. So I'm excited. So like I said, I'm committing to the first 3. And then after that, I will decide if I'm going to continue on. Oh, another read-along that's going on. Becca from Becca and the Books is a host of it. And then she's going to have a whole bunch of co-hosts. That's for the First Lost series. I'm blanking on the author's name. I know it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But if I remember, I'll also put Becca's announcement video down below. But anyways, who is the author? I know the author's name, and I'm just blanking on it. I'm sorry, you guys. The First Law series by, I can't remember. Let's see if I can find it while I talk about the next one. She Who Became the Sun. I think this is a Pocahontas kind of like retelling. I can't remember like if the second book's out yet. Robert, no. I got what you call it on my brain. Robert Jordan. First Lost series by Joe Abercrombie. How do you say his name? Anyways, there's like 10 books altogether. 3 in this series, and then I think ones that like combine. I mean, that I don't know if it's like spin-off or whatever, but I know there's other books. There's like 10 altogether. I think Becca said it'll be sometime like the second month of 2024 that will be done, something like that. I can't remember, but like I said, I'll put her announcement down below if I remember. But yeah, I'm super excited about this one by Shelley Parker Chan. I'm not sure like if this is a series or if it's standalone. I'm pretty sure that there's at least another book. One book I can't talk about because the HarperCollins strike is still going on. So yeah, there is like at least one more that I want to read. And also I have Gideon the Ninth over here by Tamas, how you Mur, I don't know how you say it. But me and Drew are supposed to buddy read it this month. So if we buddy read it this month and I like it, then I'll continue on with the next one. Otherwise, we'll just put this in for next month and start next month. But anyway, so there's that. I had the first two in here. I don't know if the last one comes out this year, coming year. But it's by Anya, I don't know, Gray. I'm not sure how you say the author's name. It's called Beast of Prey. And I think she's supposed to kill him. Is she supposed to kill him? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. No, she saves his life. But they each have a secret, a hidden agenda. I know my friend Drew, of course. I believe he read the first one in here and really loved it. He might have read both of them. But I know there's at least one more coming out. I have The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington or something like that. Some of these I'm not sure too much about what they are about. I did start this one, but it takes me a while to like get used to the world, so I'm still kind of confused. I'm probably going to start it all over again, to be perfectly honest, when I pick it up sometime next year. Sorry, the tabs are falling out. But you can tell I did start it. But I don't remember too much of what happened. But it says if you love The Wheel of Time, this is about to become your new favorite series. So, I'm excited. I don't know if the last one coming out next year, but I have the first two, but I'm just showing you the first one of each. A Curse in Ashes by Julie Topoulos. I'm not sure how you say the author's name, but she's a booktuber on here. And I just know this has to do with the Fae. And I think there's a love triangle involved. And I heard it's really good. Because everyone knows you don't mess with everyone knows you don't mess with Fae on a new moon. So, that's all I know about this. I think it has witches. I think she's a witch, and then the two guys that she falls for, or that there's a love triangle with, are Fae, I believe. We got so many books here. We have These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. It says a heart is a dangerous thing to steal. I don't know too much about this. I know it's Fae again. And I think there might be a love triangle between these two guys. I think there's only a duology, and the second one's already out. So if I like this one, I'll buy the duology. The second one in the duology, how you want to say it. I heard that this one's really good. I didn't hear very good things about the second one, so I'm kind of worried. But I'm still going to try it because I have it. I couldn't get into the first two books. The duology by Chloe Gong. The first one was These Violent Delights. I'm just not I tried reading it and I just wasn't liking it, but I love the world. And this one is she's a spy or an assassin, and she's working for a spy, maybe, or she keeps up with a spy. I'm not really sure. I know it's in Shanghai, and yeah, I think this one is going to be more my style, just because of the plot. I'm not really a big Romeo and Juliet like the other one was. And the other one was like they're being killed by something. It was really strange and stuff. I just wasn't liking the vibe to it. But this one, I read the first, not a lot, but I read the first 18 pages and was already like, oh my God, what's going to happen? So I think that's a good sign that I'm going to love this. The last book in the last hour comes out at the end, I think. Middle or end of, somewhere around there. I'm not really sure. Chain of Gold. The third one comes out sometime in January. So I read this one. but I didn't annotate it, so I want to go back and reread it, annotate it, and finally read the second one, for then I can read the third one. So what I'm probably going to do, if I have time in January, I'm going to read this one, reread this one, then read the second one in February, and then the third one, and finish it out in March. Otherwise, I'll do February, March, and April. Because I got a lot of hefty books going on. And series, like this is a big book. I'll be halfway done with this. Sorry about that. But I'll be halfway done with that, hopefully. Where I can finish it next month. But yeah, I'm really excited about the second one and finally reading the third one. I actually started the second one and was really enjoying it, but I wanted to put it down to reread this, and plus I wanted to wait until we knew for sure when the third one was coming out and it was completely out. Then that way I could, you know, if I have to binge it, I can binge it. So I'm super excited about this. I don't remember too much about what happened in it the first time around that I read it. But I know I loved it. And I know it ended on a cliffhanger. And I heard the second one is even worse, so that's another reason why I wanted to wait. And Cassandra Clare announced that she's going to be starting a new series, and it's going to be adult, that comes out in October. So I'm so excited for that one. That one's definitely going to be a book that I want to read this year, coming year. Well, by the time, you know, I'm just going to say this year, since we're almost into the new year. So I'll just say the new year. So I don't know what I did with the dust jacket, but I have Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. It's a duology, and the second one just came out. And Drew loved this one. So I'm excited. I did start it. I got to page, wait a minute, there's a tab there. I got to page 68, and I was really into it, but I just got involved in other books, so I never got to finish it. So I am excited to get back into this world and then see if I want to read the second one. If not, then I'll just DNF the duology. I know my friend Drew, again, I'm going to mention him a lot of times. He already started this world and is loving it. I don't know if he's on the third or the fourth book, but the first one is Malice by John Gwynne. I don't know too much about it. I think there's a chosen one, maybe? I'm not really sure. But I'm thinking that's what it was. I did start it, but I don't think I got very far, so I don't remember. But I remember Corbin, kind of, which is one of the main characters. So yeah, I really want to read this one. I don't know when I'm going to get to it next year, because like I said, a lot of these are big. I got a lot of other books that I'm reading that are big. I think it's I know her name's Erin, but I think it's Books and Bisbee, which I think is another co-host for the First Law. I think she's gonna be one of the co-hosts. But anyways, I think she, if I'm not mistaken, she's the one that I always watch that talks about this and says, I don't know if it's her favorite one, but it's one of her favorite books ever. And I think he wants revenge for some reason. And that's all I really know. I know there's dragons. And I'm just really excited. But this is by Evan Winter. I can't remember if I said that. Another hefty book. See? Like I said, there is one that I can't talk about because of the strike. Then we have The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. I think it's her. But I have the second book by, but I don't know where it's at. It has Orlander or something like that in the title somewhere for it. But anyways, this one is about this girl that is in prison somewhere by her brother because he wants to take over, I guess. Or something, I don't know. and there's this other lady that's in here, and they fall for each other. So I know. Says it's her Burden Kingdoms trilogy. So I know the first two, like I said, are out. And I'm not sure if the third one's coming out in 2023. But if it does, then I want to read these two. So I can, then when it comes out, be ready for it. This is only a duology. I have the other one over there on my shelf. But we're only going to talk about the first one, like I said. And that is We Hunt the Flames by Hassel Fassel. I know I'm totally butchering the author's name. I know this has assassins in it. One of them's supposed to, I guess the guy, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to kill the girl. Like, I started it. I don't think he knows that she's a girl. I don't know. But anyways, I started it. And I was really loving it, but put it down. This one, I'm going to be reading for one of Kayla's prompts from Books of Lava. With her reading challenge that she does, I believe. This might be for February. I'm not positive. But, yeah. I'm definitely going to be reading that for that. For whatever month that one is for. I'm just trying to grab stuff. This is the one I can't talk about, I believe. Yeah, this one I can't talk about. I can show you, I just can't tell you what it's about. This Woven Kingdom, because I see people like showing, but they won't like do their review for it. They'll say like, I read this book, but I'm going to hold off my review until HarperCollins, settles with, So yeah, The Union. But this Woven Kingdom I want to read. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. I want to reread the first set at least, if I can buy the others. Excuse me. And if I can, then I want to buy the other set. If not, then I'll just borrow it from my son. But we know that, I think it's September, there's the 6th book in this series that we just found out about this year. So I want to reread all 5 of them, annotate them. I have all 5 of them, so why not, right? And yeah, so I know this has been on my TBR a few times, so we're going to get it read this year. This coming year, we're going to reread it. So I'm super excited. You guys should all know what Percy Jackson's about. And you guys should know Uncle Rick. Okay. I'm trying to hurry up because we got a lot to go. I want to reread Mistborn Era 1, or whatever you want to say, The Final Empire by Brandy Sanders. I read this one a while ago with Drew. He finished the series. He's on the 2nd set. 100 years maybe later after the end of this one. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I want to reread this one because I don't remember what happened. And then continue on and finish at least the first set. As you can tell, I did read it. I loved it. I think I gave it 4 stars. All I remember about this is it has to do with metals, and it has to do with what if the Dark One wouldn't have lost? And the set of these characters want to fight him or something? I don't remember exactly. Or kill him. But I gave it a 4.5 stars, so I really liked it. And yeah, I'm excited to reread this and continue on. I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. But I want to reread Skyward. This is Starsight. But I want to reread Skyward maybe. I'm not positive. I might just go straight from here and just read, like, I did tab Skyward. So I might just reread it. Just, like, look at the, like, certain things that I want to remember. Just skim it. And then just go on to this one. I did start it, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't, like, as exciting as the first book. But I'm hoping that as it goes on, I will like it more. Like I said, I didn't get very far. Sorry. I don't know how many is going to be in this. I don't know if it's a duology, a trilogy, but the first one is Gilded by Marissa Meyer. And all I know about this is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I think the second one might have came out, or it comes out sometime in 2023. And yeah, that's all I know. It's a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. Another one, I think there's 3 out, and the first 2, there's 3 books in the series. It's a trilogy. The first 2 are out, but I only had the first one, and that's Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. All I know about this is that Jack of Hearts is in here. He's the one that, I think he's in Carvel series, but I never finished that one. But this one just seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I just decided to try it and see if I might like it more than if I can get past the first book. More than the first book. Since I read the first book of Carvel, but I couldn't get into the second book. So hopefully this is the one by her that is going to make me. Yeah. Anyway, she's supposed to grant him 3 wishes to help her get this guy back, I guess, that she's in love with. Yeah. I know Drew's read that and said this. I believe that's the one he said the second one ended in a cliffhanger or something like that. Another one that me and Drew are supposed to be a buddy read, but I'm not sure if he continued on already. But it's the 4th book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, and it's Never Seen. I know she's an elf, and she finally goes to her world, and there's a lot of stuff that happened in the first book, and it's her and her friends' adventures. And they're trying to find out, who's the bad person and why the person is after them, or whatever you want to say. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I read the first one. But anyways, I want to read this one and get caught up. I don't know if the last one comes out in 2023, but I just want to be ready for when the last one. I believe it'll be the last one comes out. If not, if it ain't the last one, then oh well. But I just want to get caught up. I know this one has some more in the series. It's Clint, one of my best buddies. I think he's the best buddy. I love him a lot. His channel's, he's awesome. If you're not subscribed to Reed's Readers, what are you doing? Go subscribe to Clint, because he's awesome. If you love LGBTQ plus books, he's really good to go to and find books. Yeah. I'm so super excited about this book. The way he talks about this, I'm hoping I love it and will continue on and get the rest of them. I know that he's on the, he's hiding out or something like that from his father, who's like a mobster or something along those lines, or a crime boss, whatever you want to say. And he, hiding out, but of course he's also into sports, which don't make sense to me because it's a popular sport, and why the hell would he be doing something like that if he's trying to, stay hidden from his dad? But anyways, that's beside the point. And a friend or someone that he used to have a crush on or something, comes where he's at, and they start falling for each other, but of course it's going to get messy with him hiding out from his dad. I'm sure. I'm probably ruining that, making it sound stupid when it's going to be awesome, the way Clint talks about it, and how he talks about what it's about. Yeah. You would like it a lot better. But anyways, the last one is A Dark and Howl Star. The second one's already out, so if I like this one, I will get the second one. This is another one, like I'm saying, that I heard, the second one wasn't as good. I don't know if this is just a duology. There could be maybe one more. But if there is, correct me. Let me know down below. But as far as I know, it's only a duology. This is another one with Faye. And other things like that. I'm not really sure too much about this one. Oh, it's Ashley Shuttleworth. I know there's like a whole bunch of characters in here. This is LGBTQ+, so yay. It says 4 queer teens, each holding a key piece of the truth behind these murders, must form a tenuous alliance in the effort to track down the mysterious killer behind these crimes. That's all we need to know. I'm super excited. This is another one that me and Drew, our puzzle buddy, read. So, that's why I said I was going to mention Drew a lot. But let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought about them. Is there any that you think I should prioritize? Let me know if any of these you're planning on reading next year. Let me know if you're going to participate in the Crave Along. It'll be a lot of fun. I will say, if you do participate in the Crave Read Along, please at least give the first 2 books. Because believe me, when you read the first one and then you go into when you read the second one, it's like a completely different series. By the 3rd book, you'll be hooked. If you're not hooked by the 3rd book, then I would say not to continue on, but I think you will be hooked. It is so freaking good. I love it. The first book does feel kind of Twilighty, but after that, like I said, it like takes off and it's its own thing. But yeah, I'm sorry this was so long, but there was a lot of books to talk about. I'm hoping to get a lot of these read next year. I have a lot of fun things I'm hoping to do next year. To change up my channel a little. So yeah, I hope you guys will stay and, stay with my journey. And I hope you guys enjoy some of the content I have planned for next year. And yeah, that is it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. And please hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video is up for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, happy readings. Thanks for being awesome. And I will catch you all later. Bye!